Hello friends and welcome back. Time for some more mini painting in 4K. So I've got a group of modern figures. The flesh tones are all in place. I will probably have to go back and do like washes and touch-ups later, but I wanted to kind of move on to some of the prime color coats for their clothing. So a lot of these people are representative of either like military or kind of science groups, scientists, that kind of stuff, research people. And I kind of wanted to go with a little mix of color schemes that would represent a similar theme with some of these people. So for example, and specifically I'm talking about the sculpts that are really the non-civilian sculpts. Like, so the ones who you know, I've got some scientists, military people, that kind of stuff. And I think what I'm going to do with that palette is go with either like browns and greens for the military people, and I'm not necessarily looking to paint everybody like in a camo, but you know, kind of greens and browns for jackets and pants and stuff like that. And then maybe some blacks as well and some gray, and then some whites for the people who are kind of more science looking, you know, like almost like white lab coat kind of vibes. Or grays. So that's kind of what I'm going to work on today, and we'll see how far I get. And maybe in the next video, after I get done with the military and science people, then I'll switch over to the civilians and start giving them some outfits to wear. So looking through this group, I've kind of singled out some people who I think would work well in this different, you know, kind of color palette. So, and actually, I just realized this guy is more like the private eye guy. I'm going to skip him for now. But these people who are like medical personnel or science personnel, this guy's an academic. I'm going to leave him out for right now. That is also a gentleman of academia. This person is at a laptop in a chair. This person looks like they are some kind of science person. So I'm kind of sorting them out now into science, medical, or military. Medical. Military for sure. He's like a general looking guy. Science maybe. And this big guy is also kind of academic. I'm going to leave him out for a second. Okay. And then I've got some people with different skin tones here, so I'm going to go with the military vibes with him, the science vibes with them. This can go in the medical area. This person can also go with medical, military. I'm just kind of randomly choosing based on what they look like. This guy's got like a gas mask, so I'm going to give him the military vibes. Definitely military. Some guy on a communication thing, we'll say also military. A welder, science. And this person has some kind of science vibes too. That I'm going to leave as a civilian. It could be science. This is also going to be a civilian. Military. Big gun, definitely military. Leave them as civilians. Yeah, so some of the other ones could be science or medical. But I'm going to leave them with the civilians because I want some variety. And when I feel like with civilians, I could go with any color scheme I want, really. It's a little more flexible. Okay, so I think to start with, I'm going to do, looking at these guys, I'm going to do kind of the military ones first. So I'm looking at some green. And in this case, I think the Army green is a good start. It's a darker green. I mean, and it's literally called Army green. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit. And I have been using my nice tools provided to me by DoD Spec Ops to paint things up. So actually all my paint bottles now have a little metal BB in them. So let's shake this up. And because I didn't really read the directions, I have no idea how long I'm supposed to do this. I should probably read the directions. Interesting side note that I wasn't aware of, but this is made by a company called Robart, R-O-B-A-R-T, Robart.com, in the Chicago area from St. Charles, Illinois. Like I could literally drive to their location. That's kind of cool. All right, in addition to the handy dandy shaker, I have the wet palette. And you may recall from the previous videos that this also was a gift from DoD Spec Ops. Now, just to give you an idea, this is the same wet palette that I used for the flesh tones, and it is still damp. Amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna drop a little tiny bit of this here Army Green on there, just to start with. I might, I don't wanna go too heavy initially because I'm not really sure if I'm gonna like this. And again, if I decide that I don't like it for some reason, I can always, go back over and change some of these things. So I'm gonna start off with the guy with the assault rifle because I think that's a good starting point. So he's got a lot of cool little accent features. He's got like little armor plates. He's got pouches on his pants. So I'm gonna kind of hit him up with the green, the Army Green. Yep. Liking what I see so far. Probably do his boots in black for that that authenticity that we're all looking for. Yes. And the Minis taking the paint really well, thanks to that coat of primer. Now he does have body armor, so I'm thinking of probably doing the body armor in black, just like I will the boots, actually. I think that will work out well. So green pants and jacket features with black body armor. But actually, this sculpt is really nice. A lot of fine details on here. Wrinkles in the pants and everything. I'm liking that. That is for sure. Go all the way around here. Just make sure I got all these parts of his pants covered in. Up to the jacket, but not including the jacket. Hold off on the jacket for a little bit so I can kind of get a better sense of what's what. So his vest, yeah, so his jacket I think I could do in green, and then his body armor and vest, I'm feeling like that would be best suited for the black. But again, he does have a lot of cool like little embellishments on this sculpt. So I'll do the arms. Gotta watch myself. I don't want to have to go back and do all of this over again. So I'm going to make sure his arms are green, but try not to get any on the back. And just to be clear, I've kind of laid off the coffee. So I feel like my hand is a little more steady than maybe normal. It's amazing. It's amazing when you start to put paint on a Mini, just how even a little bit of paint already starts to bring this sculpt to life. Now this curved bent elbow is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I got to go underneath here, but also try not to hit too much of his pack or his gun. So, going to be a little tricky. Breathing slowly. Taking your time. Look forward to painting that gunmetal. That'll be cool. Just got to hit just around his shoulder, but not, hopefully not on the vest itself. In case you missed previous episodes, the whole purpose of this set specifically is I wanted to get modern miniatures for Call of Cthulhu. All right, and then his hat. I'm going to very carefully do his hat so that we get a sense of where that starts and ends. And you know, the funny thing is like, I think even if I did this in gray, I think it would still be cool. But obviously I want some contrast between the primer and the any other gray coats that I put on this guy. So now I'm just kind of rimming the edge of his hat. Hopefully not going to spill onto his face. Almost like a highlight, you know, just edging. Kind of get that edge, get over his ear, make sure the hat's all there. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Not bad for what I was looking for, and that is definitely like an army green vibe. Okay, so I dig it. I dig it. All right, I'm going to put him over there for right now, and I'm going to move on to this officer. This guy looks like he's an important person, so he's going to get green jacket and maybe black pants. I don't know. I don't know actual military colors, so that's the problem with that. But he does have quite a set of patches on his clothing. So I will have to go over the green to get all those cool patches. And he's wearing gloves, which I will probably make black. And he has a shirt and tie. So I'm just going over this with a first coat here of green. Yes, indeed. Get his collar of his jacket in there. And the crook of his elbow in there. And it might be good for me to hit that glove with the black and then go back over this green, but I'm not sure what order I'm going to do that in yet. We shall see. Okay, so good. That good first half there. I'm going to do the other side. Hit that shoulder real good, and this arm. Get his collar there. I will have to give him some hair, probably brown hair. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, you did, Brad. Yes, you did. Marcellus Wallace don't like by anybody except Mrs. Wallace. Do you read the Bible, Brad? There's this passage that I like, Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. All right, I'm going to try to not hit his pants, but I do want to edge the jacket. I want there to be a very clear line where the jacket ends and the pants begin. It's a fine line. It's a very fine line between jacket and pants. Okay, good. He does have like a formal shirt on with a tie, which I will have to deal with. More details, more details. But I'm just going to go around those for right now. Yes, good. And while I'm here, I will do his hat. Nice top there, and go around the edging. And it's really cool to see details start to pop out when you get a little paint on there. But it will also be an enormous challenge to get his hair and other features painted in, his insignias, all that stuff. But definitely pretty cool here for just a starting coat with the green. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. All right, General, you can chill over there and dry. Okay, then we've got this guy in like a flight suit. So let's see, it's almost like a whole suit with a vest. So maybe I go, I'm gonna have to go over like these straps with a brown, but maybe I do the base in green. Maybe. Let's see how this works out. He's got a nice fat collar right there. Sure helps me. Just kind of doing fine little strokes to see how this works. I do like his helmet being gray. So what I might do is just leave that for right now and then hit it with like a lighter gray over the primer. But let's see how this green looks, because remember, paint dries different. It definitely does. I like it. I like his vest. I like his green outer vest. Okay, now, the pants. Maybe I hit the pants with the green. Or, oh, maybe I don't. Maybe the pants are dark. I have not decided, so I will let him sit and dry as well. Okay, then we have guy with gas mask. He has some straps on there and a big Geiger counter thing. Oh boy, what do we do with him? I'm going to set him aside for a second. I'm going to go with this person instead. She is outfitted like a ninja. So she will have green tights on. I don't know if she's supposed to be in shorts. That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to say that these are tights. And they are at the lowest point on the sculpt, so I will paint them now. And then return for more paint. Or should I say, war paint. Okay, so she's got a lot of gear on, man. A lot of gear. She's got like a bandana thing. I'm going to paint that green. Armor green, armor green. This is really detailed. And frankly, much harder than I expected. So she's got the bandana on, tied in the back, and then she's got hair poking out the back. So I don't want to paint her hair green because that would be stupid. But I do want to make sure that I get the entire bandana. Okay, then we're going to go to the arms and the back. She's wearing kind of like a, I don't know what this is, like a vest almost. I don't want to paint her hair green though, so I'm going to be real careful around that. I want to get her arm and up to her forearm, but not including her forearm, nor including her chest armor thing, her vest. Yes. Process. It's all about the process. Gotta dab some paint into her armpit area without getting messy. Because she's got like some super gauntlet style gloves. Man, that is a fine amount of space. Very fine. But again, I don't want to hit her hair. So I gotta watch those details right there. Okay. All right, green sleeves, green legs. Not really sure what to do about her. So she's got like goggles slung around her neck. I'm gonna try to hit her collar without hitting her face. Man, that is tough. That is just tough, Dave. It is tough. Yeah, her hair kind of drapes down over her shoulder, and it is not easy to get all this, for sure. Okay. Chill, Bill. We can come back to that. All right, my dude with the with all this stuff is going to get the green pants. He's going to get green pants. Green in his crotch. Green pants. But not on the gas mask. I'm going to try to avoid painting the gas mask because I want to hit that with a little metallic to make that pop. How's it look, buddy?
Pretty good.
Is it in focus? Okay. So, this guy thinking is going to have the base green pants, but then we'll do like his gas mask in a beige with some metallic edging. And then this whole rig, I think, should be more like a lead vest kind of vibe. But I could do his sleeves in the green, like I've done with a couple of these other folks. Yes. Cool, cool, and cool. Okay. Gotta carefully kind of get his under his vest vibes with this green. So very difficult to not hit these other areas. But I think this is a great example of why you want to paint the lowest layers first, because that can be covered up easy. You know, that little mess up can be dealt with simply by going back over the layer above, you know, his actual clothing layer above, whatever that, you know, armored top thing that he has is. I can paint that a darker color or a gray or something, and that would handle this difference. But it's also a challenge with this sculpt because there's not a lot of separation. Like his arm is basically built into his torso. He's got his arm stuck in his torso, so not a lot of options there. Okay, so now I've got these little tiny specks of space between the front armor plate thing and the belt. And some of this will be, you know, a little more separated out when I do highlighting and edging. But I'm pretty happy with what we have so far here. Jacket and boots are coming along. Get this side. Yeah, and I can, like, you know, I think the other thing too is some shading at the end will help to separate out his layers. Okay, and then there's just this tiny little bit in the back that I just need to ping there. Right on, my dude, right on. Okay, so the green base for his fatigues is done. Well, actually, I missed a spot there. I gotta go up to his gloves. Nope, I didn't. We're good. And I'll probably do, like I said, this part in either a gray or a dark, kind of like a dark gray or a black, lighter gray for the straps and the gas mask, or maybe even a beige. It's a very muted color. This green is very muted. Okay, I'm looking at this guy, and I think I want to throw him into the civilian pile because he's got a backpack and a cell phone, but that doesn't make him military. This could be military. Yeah, we'll go with that. Green pants for you, my friend. Green pants for you. Green pants for you, my friend. Have some green pants. Wearing some kind of weird shawl with goggles. I don't know what the hell this person's supposed to be. No idea. Could be a witch for all I know. But we're gonna make her a military witch because I said so. And as always, if we don't like how this looks, we'll just paint over it. That's Indiana Jones, in case y'all didn't know. Okay, cool, cool. Got to figure out what the hell to do with her pants, or her shawl jacket thing and her belt pack thing, but that's a good start. This guy's getting fatigued up right now, buddy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, soldier. I don't know what your job is in the military, but you're getting airdropped into a vat of paint. Some folks are born, made to raise the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. Dun, 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 dun. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. No, no, it ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me, it ain't me. I'm no military son, no. Well, I am a military son, though. Henry C. Allen served in the Army, World War II, Pacific Theater. And my grandpa, his dad, Henry Christopher Allen Sr., served in World War I. I have a deep and abiding respect for our military personnel and veterans, because America isn't free without sacrifice. People, don't forget that. Don't you forget it. Oh, man. I think one of the things I like about this concept is that these people who are green aren't going to dominate the entire gaming landscape, but certainly give it a little extra flair. Gives us some more options to choose from. So I'm just trying to hit his clothing, but not his accessories. I don't want to have to repaint too much. So like his belt and his pouch and his whatever the hell this bag that he's carrying is. Little more green paint, guys. Just a little tiny bit more. It ain't me, it ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one. Oh shit, was that supposed to be skin? No, those are sleeves. Well, they're sleeves now, Bill. Crawfa, what in Sam's name are you doing? Crawfa's over there experimenting with a boom pole. The angles on this guy are a challenge, boy. Let me tell you. This bag that he's carrying, whatever the hell it is just very inconveniently located on this sculpt. Interesting. Very interesting, Mr. Carafa. We were wondering if you would like to join us for a game of Call of Cthulhu. It is horror role-playing game. You should find your directions listed. You will make a character who is silent shaman of Eskimo tribe. He will be prophet who informs party of their coming doom. All right, I'm seeing here that I want to hit this bottom part that I originally thought I would want to separate out with the boots, but I want to go green on it, and I might do a paint over. But it looks like this guy's base fatigues are good, pending this brief outline and touch up on the bottom there. Oh, I forgot his ass. Got a little bit of butt work to do back here. That's not a phrase that normal people would say, Bill. Why would you say that? I don't know. I don't know, Bill. Because I'm weird and I'm talking to myself while I paint things. Getting this dude's collar is no joke hard to do. It is not easy because of where the strap for his bag hits. It hits right in a very difficult spot to reach. But I will continue to try to be careful. Okay, good enough. You sit there and dry and think about your life decisions. All right, this dude, you know what? This person's not going to be military. I have decided this will be a civilian. Okay, so I got some greens down there. I've still got some green left. And as you all know, I don't like to waste greens. So see this troll? Yeah, that's right. He's got a glossy vibe going. I'm going to unglossy him with some of this army green. Just do a filthy, dirty paint over. Yeah, cool. Using up paint and get things done, said Bill to no one. All right, time to rinse that out. Do 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 do. I think we're gonna keep going because we got so much to do. In the world of science, why do people wear white lab coats? You ever think about that? Let's think about that while we enjoy this Coke Zero break, courtesy of Ann Adams, DoD Spec Ops, and Tricky Troy. Cheers. Now, I think I want to be careful about this because, as you can imagine, white is a difficult color to deal with. We hit with white, but if any other colors get on that, it is game over. So I'm thinking about whether I want to do white or I want to do underlayers first. So I have some browns and I have this like Mummy Robes beige white. And I thought maybe, because I don't want to get too close to the flesh tones. I want there to be some variety between the colors that I'm putting on their clothing and the flesh tones. So what if I did some like browns and grays? Yeah, maybe like brown pants. Let's try it. Let's try this leather brown. I don't know if this is gonna work. It could be a train wreck, who knows? Who actually knows? Nobody knows what this color is. Nobody knows. All right, I'm gonna go with brown pants for this gentleman. Brown pants. And this, if I'm not mistaken, will dry a little bit more muted in color. Based on what I've used this for with other minis, particularly like the fantasy style minis, I think this will dry in a more muted brown, which is fine for this gentleman's pants. It's kind of a good vibe. So after applying this paint, I'm kind of brushing it across. I don't want it to be blobby-ish. He's got something dangling from his belt. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Not super sure if I like this. But that, my friends, is why we wait until everything is dry before we judge. Don't rush to snap decisions about things. And I can always darken it up if I want. Or I could lighten it. I could like highlight it, and then you can have like khaki, beige kind of pants. Right now, it just looks like he crapped himself. But hey, that's all right. Okay, we'll let that do dry. And get over here on this person who I think will have a brown set of pants, and then probably a lab coat vibe going on. Indeed, sir. The test results are in. You definitely are infected with Cthulhu's spawn. But what does that mean, Doctor?
What it means, my friend, is that very soon you will desire a thirst for salt water, which will drive you mad slowly but surely, until at last you plunge yourself into the ocean, seeking your master. But will I live? No, you will most certainly not live. You will die. Your lungs will fill with salt water, and you will die, and your corpse will become food for young Cotonians. Is there anything we can do, Doctor? Yes. Take more vitamin C. Vitamin C? But, Doctor, how would vitamin C... Do not question me, sir. I am a physician. I want to paint this dude's hair brown, just to see what happens. Just to see what happens, my friends. I could always go back over it later and change his hair to a different brown, or lighten it up, or darken it up. Get his hairline correct. Yep, good. I am seeing that I must, for some of these minis, I am going to have to do another coat of flesh on their face, which is a bummer, mostly. All right, dude, you can sit there and dry with your friend. Okay, so this person is the one pushing a strange cart-like device. I'm going to say that will be a lab coat technician-ish person. This person is kneeling down and working on some filing, which I think is just fine for some brown pants. And don't worry, I'm a big fan of blue jeans. We'll get there. There's plenty of civilians yet to be painted. Want to make sure I got the brown going around where it should. Nobody told me there'd be days like these, sweet days of these. Damn peculiar, mama. And everybody's smoking, but no one's getting high. And everybody's joking, and no one's asking why. The universe is talking, blah 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 blah. All right, his pants are good, but you know what's not good? His mess of a hair. Because I done effed that up. So I'm gonna fix it. And this is the dude with glasses and big hair, which is going to be a challenge, to say the least, to get them details done right. Who am I kidding? These are minis. They're not going to be perfect, because I am not perfect. If I were, I would be charging money for my mini painting. But instead, I'm painting minis with you because we're all in this together. Crawford, what does the world come to when I'm singing songs by for a musical? All right, brown pants dude. One and done. This brings us to person in a wheelchair with a laptop. I'm going to skip the brown on that. Then we have lab coat lady Nope, skipping the brown on that. And that person also skipping that. So, moving on. This is a person who is clearly in need of more color. This person is a scientist-like person who I'm going to say is wearing a... All right, it's time to experiment. Oh, shit. Time to experiment with colors. We're going to add some mummy robes into the brown to make a beige. Gonna mix it up, Dave. Mix it up, Dave. I'm about to. Mix it up, Dave. That's what I was born to do. Mix it up, Dave. I'm about to. Mix it up, Dave. That's what he was born to do. Carafa, I am now on the cusp of a new color called Mummy Robe Beige. And business is good. All right, going with this, dude. Oh, fine. So pushy. Yeah, I don't want to go lab coat with this lady. I want to go like academic vibes. So this will be an experiment of sorts. The paint is not going on that thick. It is a lighter paint, which does pose its own challenges. That's fine. I will work around it and with it. I'm really hoping that this dries better than how it goes on right now. So she has long hair, which I have managed to fuck up by painting it, which makes me angry, but I'm going to breathe in and breathe out and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hope that I can fix that. Oy vey. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Right now, Bill is not feeling super confident about this color choice. But risks sometimes must be taken to achieve interesting new results. And by interesting, this could be a train wreck. Just being fair and forthright. Yee. Yeah, this is definitely going to be like a 2-coat situation here. Because this little color mix that I tried to do ain't working too well over the gray in terms of coverage. Croft, are you laughing at something else, or are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing at some TikToks.
Oh, at some TikToks. Yeah, that's right. By the way, if you're a TikToker person who likes TikTok, go at K9Carafa. We have lots of, Carafa has a lot of behind-the-scenes video clips on his TikTok. If you're ever just like, I wonder what they do over there during the quarantine and at other times, you can find out. So this scientist lady is holding like a beaker of something, which I'm hoping I'll be able to hit with like a cool silvery metallic. Like, I don't know why I'm thinking that route, but I just feel like it could look cool. Okay, this has to dry, and then it needs another coat. In the meantime, I will think about how I can use that color. Thinking, still thinking, thinking.
Is it time for a break?
It's time for Coke Zero.
What I was just thinking about,
What were you just thinking about, Dave?
how on March 12th, things were just like
Normal.
things.
Yeah. See? Before the quarantine.
You're just painting minis with Jordan,
Yep.
right?
That was March 12th.
Mm-hmm.
God, it feels like 100 years ago. So I'm going to try this beige mix on this lab worker who's carrying a puppy. To see if I like it, which I may or may not like. This one might just get the full white overcoat. Oy vey, Carafa. Oy vey. What have I done? If at first you don't succeed, paint some more. Nope, I don't like it. Not one little bit. I'm going to go through it with white as soon as I can. Failed experiment. All right, now, but then again, see, look at this now. This could work for this person. That could work, right? Or no, am I just deluding myself? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Let's do another coat and see what happens. I might like this beige after all. At a certain point, I got to commit because I was not precise in my mix. So at the very least for this woman, I have to commit to the second coat because, well, several reasons. Otherwise, number one, it'll look like shit. But I want to commit to the second coat because I don't want to have to mix by eye another coat of this stuff. Wow. Do you want some mini with your paint, Bill? I might have gone a little overboard on that last blob. You know what? I'm kind of becoming okay with this. Kind of becoming okay with it. I'm not going to say I love it, but I think I won't jump off of a bridge quite yet. Oh, those details, though. Okay. Stop. Take a break. All right, this one has dried over just fine, so I'll use up some of this for a second coat for the doggy technician. This woman, she takes care of the dogs. She's conflicted with her role in the agency because, you see, on the one hand, she loves animals. On the other hand, she's responsible for conducting strange tests on the animals at the laboratory. In my quest for coverage, I have sloppily spilled paint onto her pants, which will now require a generous helping of overcoat. That's fine. She'll live. But the dog won't. Dun dun dun. JK. Okay, so first impressions. I'm feeling like she will be the beneficiary of a wash to bring back some of the details that I am now currently painting over. Hopefully. Hopefully she will be improved from that process. I see now that I have missed a spot underneath the dog's paw. Okay. All right, my beige people. I'm going to wash out this brush, and then I'm looking at a couple of these other folks who I think I want to go with the true, like some gray, some actual grays to give them their working clothes. That's going to be like a white lab coat. This is going to be like a gray. That's going to be a gray. This is, well, shoot. I suppose this one could have been a beige. Rip. Okay, so we have actual white matte and we have mummy robes. I think I'm gonna go with mummy robes, straight up, no mixing. And see if I like it. And I think I can always go back with the actual white, you know, the real white, the matte white, if I don't like it. So let us begin with this professor of something. So she needs to have, she looks like a medical person with like a white lab coat on. So I'm trying to think of like the color of scrubs. Scrubs are usually, you know, like a primary color. So maybe I do that first. Maybe I give her like orange scrubs or blue. How about like a blue? What do you think of a blue, Dave? Blue scrubs. Void Shield blue. That's awfully blue. Let's see, people. Mixing up some blue for the nurse lady. Lab technician. Cthulhuologist. I don't know. I'm making shit up now. Oh, I might have put a little bit too much blue on that. That is blue, friends. That is blue. Okay, here goes everything. Not sure why people say here goes nothing, because here goes everything would be more accurate. Void Shield blue scrubs coming up. This is going to be like a two-parter for sure. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. Ooh. She has like a ID badge, but there's no chance in hell that I'm not painting that. So I'll have to go back over it just like everything else. Okay, I like those blue scrubs, and they'll look even better once the second coat goes on and there's a white lab coat over that. Just trying to decide if there's somebody else who needs blue scrubs. I'm going to do the pants on this person as blue scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. Yes, you do. Scrubs. I put a lot of blue onto the wet palette. So that means all of these people are going to get a healthy 2 coats of paint. Without a doubt. It is hard to reveal what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I'm just going to say that. I have mad respect for the mini painters who figure out a way to show what they're doing while they're doing it without getting in the way of their own camera shot. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. All right, that's good. I'm going to leave those blues there. So this means that this scrubbed up nurse can also have blue pants, blue scrubs. Blue scrubs. Blue scrubs. Normally I don't like these really vivid colors, but I feel like in my experience of seeing people who wear scrubs that they tend to be kind of vivid in color. Am I right? Medical personnel? Mm-hmm. I like my blue scrubs. Scrubs are the things that make me quite happy. Scrubbing on the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Trying to scrub at me. Those are all wet still. Okay. What else could I use this blue for? Certainly not most of the military personnel. However, this dude could have blue scrubs on. And a white lab coat. No, that's stupid. Maybe this guy's t-shirt is blue. He's wearing a sweater, Bill. Blue is not gonna work with that. Maybe this guy's got blue hair. No, that's also dumb. Foiled by my own ingenuity. Okay. You want to play games like that? Then how about I paint this dude? No. Then how about I paint, where's that girl figure? She could have a blue top on. Yeah, dude.
On the next episode.
No, not yet. We're
Yeah.
not, no, Dave.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not,
do it.
it's
Do it
not
right now.
time for the next episode
Why?
because I'm not done.
Why aren't you done?
Come on, baby, let's do the twist. I am now not happy that I got blue paint on this girl's hair. This is one of the metal sculpts, people. Metal. This is the senorita who is wearing the belly shirt. You may remember from Flesh Tones. It could be cool. It could be cool. Will it be, though? We shall see. Sometimes you gotta let things run their course and paint them and see how they dry. That is a vibrant blue. Oy vey, Bill. Okay, she got to park back in her spot over there. Any other blue I can use? Certainly. Okay. Got this mini right here. I can fill in a bunch of blue in that. Nope, don't really like that either. I can paint some blues on some of these crystals from these elementals That would work. That would soak up some paint. An important lesson is to prime your minis, because when you prime them, everything goes on better. This blue is not what I would call a friendly paint, but it works. In French, they would say ça suffit. Ça suffit. It works. It suffices. Give this guy some blue crystals too. Rip indeed, Krafa. That was very nearly a massive rip in the space-time continuum. I never thought this day would come, but I'm going to say that I have run out of a reason to use that blue. So, despite my distaste for wasting things, I'm going to let that sit in the wet palette. So, my friends, these things have to dry, but as is common with the painting process, this is a multi-step situation. And you have, multiple layers of clothing and multiple layers of paint on each of those layers of clothing before you sometimes arrive at the right jam. And even then you have things like washes and highlights and all that stuff. But I will say, in looking at this first coat of clothing on many of these people, I don't think it's bad. You could see there's that beige that I kind of came up with. Here's the beige with some blue. Here are some brown pants with people, brown hair even. And then we've got a whole bunch of greens in our military folks. So kind of like where we're going with this, and it's a slowly but surely sort of situation, but it's getting there. So we will see you guys for the next episode, and we'll get caught up together. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and by all means, if you have your own tips for painting minis, please share them below in the comments, as my community enjoys sharing tips and helpful things. Until we meet again, may your paintings be smooth.